Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Sierra and I garden in Zone 6A, Ohio. And today is tip number 2 from our 1001 Gardening Secrets. This is our second video doing this. And I just want to say before I read the tip that I might do multiple tips, like wearing the same outfit. So I'll probably, which would make it easier and make this series not take 1001 different days. We'll probably film multiple tips the same day. So I'll be wearing the same outfit. So don't be surprised if you see me in the same outfit for like 10 tips, okay? So anyways, 1001 Gardening Secrets. If you're new here, we are going through this book tip by tip, and then we are discussing it in the comments section. I feel like this is a great way for me to have something consistent to share with you guys and to talk about with you. Gardening is a big subject. So there's so many things that we can discuss in gardening, but having something like this where we can just it's got specific tips and we can go through our own experiences with them, and you might find tips that you haven't heard of, or you might be able to share some tips that you have used, or alternates to these tips. So anyways, let's go ahead and get to the next tip. So this is tip number 2, and we are in the supercharge your soil section. So, excuse me. Tip number 2, quick test for hard soil. There's an easy way to check if your soil is compacted. After a drenching rain, use a red surveyor flag. If you can easily push it into the ground at least 12 inches, your soil is fine. If it gets stuck and won't budge just a few inches below the surface, you might want to add organic matter to your beds. I feel like I don't know what the difference between, I have clay soil. So that is, to me, a hard soil. And I have amended my beds throughout the years, not my raised garden beds, but like my flower beds. So by adding mulches and, compost, and also digging and planting plants in those beds and adding in those, or the organic fertilizer, like the compost and, things like that, that helps. Also adding leaf mold helps. I do let most of the leaves, not most, at the end of the season, we get a heavy leaf fall here where I live, because I live in such a heavily treed area. We get a lot of leaf fall. So I'll let most of those leaves stay in the bed. And then in spring, I leave about probably 25% of the leaves in the bed and let that get mixed into the soil. I do give a lot of the leaves to my chickens because they also make compost for me. So we'll take the leaves out, put them in the chicken run. The chickens will scratch and peck and break down those leaves into compost. So with their poo and other material. So we add in wood chips in there too. So with the leaves, the wood chips, and then the natural soil under there, they break all that down. We've already done it this year, but I'll probably do it again because there's still a lot left. But we go in, we grab all of that out. We dig down probably about 6 inches, and we take all of that out and we spread it out into our garden beds. And we've been doing that since we've had chickens. It's been about 4 years. So that has helped with our clay soil. And, I still have a lot of clay soil around, but I can tell, I just planted my apple trees and I could tell because they were in big pots. So I had to dig down deeper. And I did find that probably about this far down, so like down here, I did hit clay again. So I added some organic material to that when I planted the trees back in. So those kind of things help the soil. But you let me know in the comments section, do you have hard soil or do you have the perfect soil? And let me know how you are amending your beds to make your soil a lot fluffier for your garden. All right, guys, that was tip number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Let's talk about it in the comments section, and I'll see you next video. Bye.